Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to stay updated with all our latest content. Join us and never miss out on the excitement. A bearded, long-haired man wearing an ill-fitting suit is stumbling along a rural Pennsylvania road. The reappearance of Max Hastings, a federal prosecutor who vanished 12 years ago, sheds light on the existence of a mysterious figure known as the Judge, who seeks revenge for wrongly convicted prisoners. Reddington tasks Liz and the team with uncovering the truth behind the judge's activities, leading to a complex investigation. Meanwhile, Reddington enlists the cowboy to investigate Lucy Brooks, revealing a tangled web of connections and intrigue. At the teachers' conference, Tom Keene's behavior becomes increasingly suspicious as he ignores Liz's calls and engages in questionable activities with Jolene. Red arrives at the post office and tells Liz that the reappearance of Hastings indicates that a myth of someone called the Judge, who extracts revenge for wrongly convicted prisoners, is true. According to Red, prisoners write their appeal containing who they feel is responsible for their wrongful punishment, and it passed through the prison system until it ends up in a book depository in Monroe, Virginia. The judge then reviews the appeal, and if it is valid, extracts revenge on the basis of an eye for an eye. Liz briefs the team and says that Red believes that Hastings was incarcerated by the judge because he held back information on an alibi witness for a man convicted of armed robbery called Leonard Debs. It was believed that Hastings had been murdered by the Reynosa cartel, whose leaders he had just indicted. Donald Ressler says that Debs was released 2 months ago after serving 12 years. Liz also says that there are more victims of the judge, including a homicide detective, an appellate court judge, and 2 prosecutors. As the investigation into the judge intensifies, Liz and the team discover a disturbing pattern of wrongful convictions and coerced confessions. Harold Cooper's involvement in one such case raises ethical dilemmas and tensions within the team, especially when it implicates a high-profile political figure like Thomas Connolly. Cooper tells Liz that he is convinced of Rifkin's guilt and he will lose no sleep after watching his execution. Cooper also says that the prosecutor was Thomas Connolly, a candidate for Attorney General. Liz visits Rifkin in prison. He is with Ruth Kipling from the Amnesty Collective, who is serving as his designated spiritual advisor. Rifkin tells Liz that he only confessed after being beaten by Harold Cooper on the orders of Tom Connolly. Tom and Jolene share a drink in a bar and talk. They then start to make out in the men's room, but are interrupted by a child. Jolene gives Tom her room key. At a remote ranch, Frank Gordon receives a call confirming that the kidnapping of Cooper and Connolly will proceed if the execution occurs. He then helps Ruth Kipling feed the prisoners. While the distribution of the food is occurring, one of the prisoners calls Kipling mother. Rifkin is executed, still protesting his innocence. Rifkin's last words are, "Good night, mother." Cooper, Tom Connolly, and Ruth Kipling all witness the execution. As they leave the execution, Cooper and Connolly are kidnapped and taken to Kipling's ranch. Liz calls Red and informs him of the situation. Ruth Kipling emerges as a key player in the judge's operation, sentencing Cooper and Connolly to death for their role in Rifkin's case. Reddington intervenes, revealing new evidence that sheds light on the truth behind Rifkin's confession and ultimately persuades Kipling to surrender. At Kipling's ranch prison, she brings Cooper out of his cell to a makeshift electric chair, preparing for his judgment. Red calls Liz, and she tells him that they know the location. He tells her that he has new information on the Rifkin case. Ressler and SWAT find the ranch. However, Kipling decides to go on with Cooper's execution. Liz tells Ruth that someone with high-level access is coming with new information. Red enters the building where the prisoners are being held. He tells Kipling that Rifkin and his Taliban friends had massacred the villagers because an American agent had been hiding in the village. The U.S. Army had extracted the agent hours before the Taliban arrived, and fearing bad publicity for leaving the village to its fate, covered up the existence of the agent. Red convinces Kipling to surrender because her overriding concern was not revenge, but justice. Although Rifkin's confession was beaten out of him, it was a true confession. To support his story, Red shows Kipling the official classified Pentagon report on the incident. At the post office, Cooper tells Liz to send the other appeals that were sent to Kipling to the Department of Justice. Cooper asks Liz if she is going to report his actions concerning Rifkin. She replies that there has been enough judgment concerning others. The resolution of the judge's case prompts reflections on justice, morality, and the complexities of the legal system. Cooper grapples with the consequences of his actions, while Reddington extends a cryptic offer to aid Admiral Richard Abraham. Meanwhile, Tom's loyalty and motives come into question as he navigates his complicated relationship with Liz and Jolene. Reddington's strategic maneuvers and Liz's determination to uncover the truth drive the narrative forward, setting the stage for further intrigue and revelations in their ongoing battle against criminal elements and hidden agendas. See you in the next video.